Man. Man, oh man. I did this to myself. I totally, absolutely did this to myself. This is my fault. Hello. What's up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and I am attempting to catch up and watch some 2016 films that I was curious about, interested in watching at some point, but I didn't get the chance to watch them until right now. I just got done watching Dirty Grandpa. This is directed by Dan Mazer. And the plot is we meet Zac Efron as Jason Kelly. He's this sort of, I don't want to say douchey guy, but uptight guy. He's a lawyer. He's about to get married to this chick that is attractive, but doesn't really have anything in common with. Yada, 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 yada. His grandmother just died, so he has to take his grandfather, drive him across town for some bullshit. Until you find out that the grandfather, played by Robert De Niro, really wants to use this as an opportunity to go out and get laid and have fun and get drunk and do drugs and do everything that you could think of, probably before he dies. What I thought of this fucking movie is pretty obvious. You could tell that I did not like this movie, that I hate this movie. In fact, this is definitely making my worst of 2016, but I know this movie got horrible reviews. You can check online, Rotten Tomatoes, yada yada, that it's gotten low scores and it got shitted on. Well deserved. But a couple of my friends saw this movie and recommended it to me. Said, no, don't listen to the critics. It's good, it's funny, it's all of this stuff. So I tried to give it a chance because that's what I do. I give movies a chance because I don't always agree with critics. In fact, I disagree with them a lot. But this is one of those movies where they so got it right. Zac Efron is an actor that I've come to like. At the beginning of his career, when he was younger, he was doing those High School Musical movies. And it's like, yeah, he looked douchey with the hair. And just, I didn't really like him back then. But then he started to do comedies. He did Neighbors, which I loved. He was really funny in that. But now it's like, now it's sad. Because you see him here, and he's not playing the douchey party animal that you totally buy him to be, even if he's not like that in real life. You buy him as this crazy drunk guy. This movie, he's the straight guy of the film. He's the lawyer. He's the uptight guy who claims he wants to get married, but you can tell maybe there's a little bit in him that wants to secretly do stuff like this. And that's fine, I guess. But that leaves the zany, over-the-top, goofy buddy of the movie to be Robert De Niro, who is one of the most respected, at least before this film, respected, great actors of our time. He's like, if there was a Mount Rushmore of actors, you would put him up there because there's so many films that you could list that he has been great in that are just looked at. This guy, I know he's older. I know he's in the 70s or whatever, and so how much could you care at this point? I guess you understand that he just maybe wants to have fun, right? Or he wants to do a movie where he gets to slap some girls around or try to hook up with some college chicks or do drugs and do all this stuff. Maybe the idea of that sounded appealing to him. Okay, fine. If you're going to do that, though, do that in a better written movie. Do that in a movie where the jokes are actually funny, right? You're seeing De Niro say probably the F word, every other word. He's saying every other curse word that is just... Sure, there's a part of you that likes the fact that it's De Niro being cool, or it's De Niro being this guy that's not uptight about all that stuff. He's willing to have fun. Okay, but again, none of it is making me laugh. All of it is pathetic. There are scenes where he's trying to do something with this, but it's not working. It's sad. It's sad. He's so much better than this. He's so much above this. But at the same time, he's saying, yes, maybe we can't trust him to agree to these scripts. Maybe he needs to be like a Jack Nicholson or Al Pacino, who did a lot of fucking bad movies too, especially in later years. But Maybe he just needs to, I hate to say this, right? But go away. I love De Niro. I love that he's still around. I love that he still acts. But if he's going to do stuff like this, what if he died tomorrow? What if this was his last movie? Holy fuck! That scares me. The idea. You get scenes like Zac Efron walks in on Robert De Niro masturbating to porn. That's what I'm talking about. This is sad to see someone like De Niro do this, especially if like younger people watch this movie and this is all that they know this guy for. Fuck! You not only drag Robert De Niro down in the mud to do jokes like this, but you have a cameo of Danny Glover as an older guy that tells dick jokes and wants to fuck Zac Efron. God damn it! He's way too old for this shit at this point. Come on! Now, as far as some of the actresses, the other characters, we have Shadiya, played by Zoe Deutch. This actress, I think I've seen before, like Vampire Academy. Random, I know, but I did like her in the movie. She's the only one semi-normal, and she's pretty. But the thing about her and her character is that they turn her side plot with Zac Efron and that she likes him. And then Zac Efron starts to realize he likes her too, and maybe he wants to leave his wife for her. It turns into this horrible romantic comedy by the end of the film, and you're like, what the hell? Is he really going on this fucking bus to try to catch up with her on the highway before she leaves town? Oh, this is so cliched and dumb. I thought this was a rated R edgy comedy. I guess not. Because they couldn't even get the comedy right, so let's go with the shitty romantic comedy element. Of course, Aubrey Plaza plays her best friend Lenore, and Aubrey Plaza I remember liking her a few years ago because she was smart, she was funny, and she was attractive. Like, she was kind of, and her comedy was funny, like smart. Now, this movie, she's just playing a slut. And okay, cool, she's playing a slut. What's wrong with that? Well, the jokes that she's trying to do here, the material that either she's given or she's improving, maybe it is improving. A lot of her scenes are just her talking or rambling, not really making sense, saying all these jokes that aren't funny, that aren't landing, that are making her look sad and pathetic, not just as a slut, but just as a comedian. Like, she's funnier than this. At least I thought she was, but this is horrible. I should have known this movie was going to be bad once they detoured and went to spring break. Because the last spring break movie I watched was Spring Breakers. That was a great movie, wasn't it? And last but not least, I guess Julianne Hough is the actress, the character that Zac Efron's going to marry. She's hot in the movie, but there's really nothing to her character. Just overly generic and cliched. Every element of this movie is generic and cliched. There's some guy that they meet that works at a store. He sells drugs, and he's supposed to be the really over-the-top funny guy, but he never once made me laugh. He's always getting out of jams with the cops because I guess they're close personal friends. But just again, none of this made me laugh. All of it is dumb. All of this is bottom of the barrel material. This movie fucking sucks. Sucks hard, sucks bad. I regret trying to give this a chance. I regret because of the actors, because of my hopes, my optimism for trying to find good comedies. Fuck this movie. Fuck you. That's what this movie deserves. It gets nothing less than a fuck you. So guys, let me know in the comments below if you saw this film. Unfortunately, how much do you think it sucks? Or if you liked it, that's fine. That's totally fine. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later.